Hello students, today we're going to continue with our lesson Little Flap Learns to Fly. This is week 2, unit 1. In today's video, we're going to concentrate on the genre of the text, setting, characters, title, and we're going to read a part of our lesson. Little Flap Learns to Fly is the title of our story. It is important that we look at the drawing or illustration to learn the setting of the story. Remember, a setting is where and when the story takes place. For example, in our story, Little Flap Learns to Fly, we can learn from the illustration or drawing that the story takes place in a nest or in a tree during daytime. Genre. The genre of our lesson is a fantasy. A fantasy is a made-up story with imaginary characters. By looking at the picture here, I know that the character is imaginary. It could not be real because no bird wears clothes. So, the genre of our story is fantasy because it is a made-up story with characters that could not be real. Essential question: how do friends depend on each other? Read how Little Flap depends on his friends. In this story, we're going to learn how friends help each other, how they give each other love and care. And we're going to know the importance of friendship. Let's start reading our lesson. Little Flap Learns to Fly. Little Flap was happy living in his nest. His friends, Fluff and Tuff, lived in the nest next to him. Every morning they sang songs together. Their parents brought them worms to eat. One day, Fluff asked, "Can we get our own worms?" Tuff said, "We can, if we learn to fly." Fluff said, "Yes, let's learn to fly." Let's read this part of the lesson one more time. Little Flap was happy living in his nest. His friends, Fluff and Tuff, lived in the nest next to him. Every morning they sang songs together. Their parents brought them worms to eat. One day Fluff asked, "Can we get our own worms?" Tuff said, "We can, if we learn to fly." Fluff said, "Yes, let's learn to fly." After reading this part of the lesson and looking at the picture here, I know that in this story we have 3 characters: Little Flap, Fluff, and Tuff. Little Flap, Fluff, and Tuff were friends. Every morning they sang songs together. Their parents brought them worms to eat. One day, Fluff wondered if they can get their own worms. So, the 3 friends decided to learn how to fly. This is a worm Think of it as a food for birds. This is the end of our lesson. Think about these questions that we answered in today's video. What is the setting of the story? What is the genre of the story? Who are the characters of the story? What did Fluff want to get? Why did the birds want to learn how to fly? Thank you for watching our video.